Hello, we have a phenomenon of the media directed to deal with experts, types of experts. Those types of experts in defenses of their jobs, pathology of their job. They're involved with all kinds of evidence racketeering, sequence shifts, forging names and switching names with various natures of courts, people on and off the state judicial branch offices of Connecticut, on and off the state prison offices, involved with them with database organized crime. These are a whole bunch of people with Sandy Hook and Newtown involved federal crimes with proven child sex offenders that are involved other natures of methods of crime, other natures of motivations for the same old crimes, but other methods of it. And for example, worse than election crime rules, but as election crime rules, there are a whole bunch of people tied to a Dillon family, tied to a Kerr family, tied to a KNE, are also uses of Facebook pages interbranch, involved with databases racketeering since before I went on Facebook, and then the three Facebook pages they use for all natures of federal crimes with whole cliques connected. They're pretending emotions and passions because former director of the FBI down involved with the houses in my area are criminally involved with it. Criminal uses of them with federal criminals, co-defendants of his tied to the houses in my area is also criminally having used them. See, now these are people that are put onto narratives that aren't even real. So they want me to be able to speak about things. The judges are forging names and switching names. The interbranch are forging names and switching names. Weathersfield Police, the Weathersfield Police Chief's daughter, his extended family member within as a Mazzucato family, people associated with them, further involved with predicate acts, with fake news, with mail crime rolls, wire crime rolls, the rolls with drugs with kids, and tied to their database crimes and criminal uses of people associated with the child principal sex offenders campus through time as the ones also involved with Sandy Hook and doctors and prison and police forms and judges crimes with their federal criminals, even the prison principal sex offender before he was put in their jail. There were already crimes with those campuses on and off them. Now, the extended family members of Ray Colo, who came into my grade and his sister, when I was in fourth grade. Now he's recorded, confessed, and demonstrated involved with an O'Brien family, two O'Brien brothers, their family, an extended family member from my street tied to Sandy Hook. People with the former director of the FBI down, a whole bunch of federal criminals associated, co-defendants of his, co-defendants of former director of the FBI, Robert Luskin. So now this also shows sequence shifts and all kinds of mail crimes, election crime rolls, military crime rolls associated with the election since, with uses of Mueller and Comey. See, now they're hiding this from the branches of government each because we have a whole bunch of stick fake originally still left. You can't defend those titles and jobs as the identities of the law and us at the same time from what exploits that as victims, but as victim predators long. They already had all kinds of criminality with cases. They're using Facebook for election crimes with Russians. There are Russians with predicate acts rolls with the Leahy family, with the judges retired and standing, with the people in my area, crimes with this Dillon family. My new and past neighbors with them, and Anna Dillon, Sean Dillon, and Kevin Dillon. A whole bunch of people tied to them. Former director of the FBI got other agents, the Witness Protection Program, all ties directly and indirectly to my area, criminally used. A Fianza family associated with WFSB, a whole bunch of people recorded, confessed, and demonstrated federal crimes on off the state judicial branch offices. Also had that verified on Facebook. They're lying about what's actually recorded on Facebook. Facebook it has Zuckerman and stuff like they're pretending to be against hate speech, recorded for sequence shift roles as a style of pretending not to realize they did what they did. They did way worse and first. They're lying about sequence. Then they're telling people to sue into courts that are recorded, their whole family members, those whole courts through time, originally still sick. You can't defend them and us at the same time. Every day streams in court, those people are roles with racketeering against each age of fact shaping nature intercities. That's which actually recorded. So, Mr. Biden, President Obama, please get me a response for even female judges with the child sex offenders for their criminal federal predicate acts roles. falsified police reports, extortion, identity thefts, frauds, falsified police reports, sequence shifting, spreading lies with fake news that still me to fake conversations with them. As fake news crime acts, they spread also to hide their lie progressions because these people, from since they were in grammar school and in high school, they were involved with racketeering with databases. The whole bunch of people associated with John Mayano, Christine Bedard slash Tardet, associated with New Britain Court, with federal crimes with WFSB, with the Firenze family, and people tied to them. A whole bunch of people on and off Two Rod Highway with crimes with his Dillon family and with child sex offenders further, drugs clicks with them, foreign and domestic involved criminally with fire departments involved. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So it's all right you have an opinion, but you have dishonest opinions. Then you want to pretend that's news. Then you pretend, these are Adam Lanza ties to a whole bunch of people with associated with Newington Gun Exchange, recorded, confessed, to demonstrated, involved through time with gun things they're not letting reported. They could have stopped a lot of these shootings. There's a pattern of racketeering worse because this is uses of the military originally and still. This is a breaching organized crime method. When you see those projects, you ever see them on TV if you're lucky, because that's what American history is really about. The Forsaken. You see a whole bunch of like North End of Hartford, a whole bunch of spots with flowers on the ground, people shooting each other because they were raised, sustained through them since they were the kids. Intercampuses of each age, of each nature. They have fire department campuses, medical campuses, locations on and off the campuses connected, criminally involved. Our systems are criminally and foreign influence used to keep states and areas and sciences criminally foreign influence, breaching screens and tools, fake sides here and there with fact treatment nature where it counts. These are not new means. This is why right across the globe, zoning laws and pathology of infrastructure associated with the torture and worse than torture, fact treatment nature slavery of our founders is forced glorified. They didn't have cars when they forced that before they were even born. That's the pathology still self glorified. These aren't means to it either. This is a tactical relationship to nature. Ask a Native American. How long have they been forced to entertain with you? They can't. They never had legal representation, and worse, they had to entertain. Worse.